Hi everyone, we are Team Girl Boss, and today we're going to be talking about the technology and apps for people in wheelchairs. My name is Jackeline Sandoval, and I will begin this presentation by talking about the Personal Emergency Response System. The Personal Emergency Response System, also known as PERS, is a system that lets someone in need of assistance to call for help in an emergency by pushing a button. This allows people in wheelchairs to have security when left alone in case of any emergency where they fall and they cannot get up. And this device is used by connecting the user's phone to an emergency response center. And once the button is pushed, the center is alerted and they can send help. And the purpose of this device is to allow people with disabilities or the elderly to be more independent and have easy access to ask for help. And the description of this device, so PERS has 3 components. It has a small radio transmitter. That is the device that is on the person. So it's like the little button that we can push. And then there's also a console connected to a phone. And then an emergency response center that monitors all the calls being called in. And this device can be worn around a person's neck or wrist. And sometimes people have them in their pockets. And if the person needs assistance, they just simply push the button. And then once the button is pushed, an emergency response call is activated through the console on the phone. And these devices begin at $200, but they can go up to $1,500. And some health insurance reimburse the money. However, it is seen as a luxury. And the applications in assisting individuals in wheelchairs. So those who are in wheelchairs, this device can help them with communications in times of emergencies. Sometimes their phone is not on them or their phone is not working, that they need assistance immediately. That is what PERS is for. And it also allows people to be more independent with safety on their side. There's no more worry that if they need help, they cannot get it because they have something on them that will get the correct help that they need. And then people in wheelchairs are able to live alone, run errands alone, and can be left alone for various hours without worry while using the personal emergency response system. And that can help increase their personal self-esteem, and because they'll be able to accomplish more on their own. And this creates an active engagement within these individuals because their independence can lead them to socialize and reach out more to others. And PERS overall is a system that can be used with anybody with any disabilities, the elderly, and most importantly, people in wheelchairs. And it can be very vital in certain situations of emergencies.
In this slide, I will be speaking about wheelchairs and the differences between a manual wheelchair and an electric-powered wheelchair. Wheelchairs improves the lives of people with disabilities by enabling them to still be active in their everyday life, and it also provides increased independence. There's an ease of use and the ability to travel without fatigue when it comes to using an electric wheelchair. Manual wheelchairs are usually propelled by the individual in the wheelchair or pushed by a caretaker, whereas an electric wheelchair doesn't require assistance since it's propelled by batteries and motor, has a rear wheel drive, a mid wheel drive, or a front wheel drive motor. Electric wheelchairs can be used indoors or outdoors, providing constant support for people who need them throughout the day. For individuals who may not have the upper body strength to push manual wheels, an electric wheelchair means they aren't limited to taking short trips outdoors. They offer a tight turning radius, and it's ideal for smaller spaces. Individuals also have the freedom to reach heights they may have never thought it would be possible in a manual wheelchair. Steep inclines are also easier to access using electric-powered chairs. It's also a safer option as the center of gravity is much lower and it's far less likely to tip over than a manual chair. Most electric-powered wheelchairs operate with a simple joystick and can be easily adjusted to ensure the individual is comfortable in the seat. However, the disadvantage with these chairs is that it's more expensive, it's much heavier to transport, it requires regular battery charging, and the program controls might be a little difficult to get used to. For example, there are electric-powered wheelchairs that allow an individual to control their position from sitting to standing. And this technology is safe, reliable, stable, and durable. It's usually configured and customized to the individual's need, and this includes the width, the depth, the height, and the seat angles, as well as the headrests and the side and hip supports. So recline functions, manual and power elevating leg rests, foot platforms, and alternative drive controls, including foot control, head control. That being said, electric powered wheelchairs allows an individual to stand and reach needed spaces and complete activities on their own, gives the individual a sense of empowerment and increases their well-being, that they get to be eye level with friends and family. When it comes to health, trick wheelchair helps eliminate the need to constantly reach overhead and overextend their arms, hand, or head, and just to reduce the overall risk for injuries. Not the best to just sit in a wheelchair all day. So having this customized electric powered wheelchair can help with encouraging blood flow while to the entire body while standing. And it also being upright helps prevent digestive and urinary complications. Able to change positions can help relax the muscles and reduce spasticity, and even improves lung function. The ability to reposition correctly helps the diaphragm open up and prevent complications for those at risk for respiratory complications. So the primary benefit of an electric powered wheelchair would be just to improve mobility and also increase independence to those who have a disability. In this
Now, for the first app that we will discuss for individuals who use a wheelchair, it is called the Wheel Map app. It is a free app and as well as a website. It is compatible with the iPhone, iPad, Google Play, and Android. All you need to do to get the app is go to the App Store or to Google or Safari or whatever your internet browser is and type in Wheel Map. This allows the user to see a location in public and assess if it is accessible to individuals who use a wheelchair. The user can also write a review and leave a photo rating of the location's wheelchair accessibility and any other factors that they have faced. It allows individuals to see such things as restroom accessibility, storefront accessibility, and as well as parking. The second app that we will discuss today is called the Strong Arms Workout Companion app. It is a free app, although it does come with in-app purchases to unlock other features. This app is compatible with only Apple products, specifically the Apple iWatch. It allows the users to track calories, distance, heart rate, and be able to design a unique workout to them and their needs. At the end of every day, this app sends a summary email to you to keep track of your progression or show you where you need to grow and how you can get closer to your goal. Some of the images down below include the logo, which is in the direct middle, the watch faces that you can see, and on the far side of the slide, you can see the progression tracking. So I'm going to be talking about modified equipment for sports and fitness. There are certain wheelchairs that come with specific modifications, like the wheelchair turned into a bike or adaptive water skiing for wheelchair users. Of course, there are a lot of more modified equipment out there for any other sport, but these are the two that I'm going to be talking about. So how the adaptive water skiing works is they have different modifications. They have a sit ski, which is shown in the picture. They have an arm sling if someone has a missing or impaired arm. And some sit skis include a cleat that can hold the ropes for people who have difficulty with gripping. As far as bikes go, adaptive bicycles are great and have many different modifications depending on the person. They have hand cycles for people with lower limb mobility impairments, which uses their arms instead. There's also a trike, which is more back support for people with general reduced mobility. And these are just some of a few of the modifications. There are more water ski and adaptive bicycles out there. And then in my next slide, as you can see in these two images, there are also gym modifications or equipment at the gym to assist people in wheelchairs and make equipment accessible for them. So in the picture on the right, you can see that there's like a bar added, and she was able to add some resistant bands to it and do a workout right from her wheelchair. The picture on the left, it looks like this equipment comes like this at the gym and is modified so that any wheelchair user can go underneath and use the equipment. These tools are all very important for people in wheelchairs to continue to be able to better their health and fitness and participate in the sports they love. It assists them to still be able to perform high levels of activity. Thank you for watching this presentation. Stay healthy and safe, and good luck with finals.